During last episode, I grinded 66 agility to be able to use the shortcut and entered the desert. Finally, I would be able to get some hidden rolls that are waiting for me all this time. And yes, before you ask, I did fix my microphone. Hopefully, you like this episode and makes it much more enjoyable for you guys. I worked hard on this episode, a lot of progress, a lot of content. Hopefully, this is enough. It's a longer one because I have been grinding. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Let's start off exactly where we left off, which means I just unlocked the desert and I'm looking for the best roles, the best way to get some progress done. Of course, I unlocked my good friend Zaur, which means I can clean herbs on the spot, get additional rolls from those. This said, I will not be able to do too much in the desert because I don't have access to multiple bosses like the raid Tomb of a Masket, but also, as I said, I almost rolled Shadow, talking about the raid. I don't have access to the raid, I don't have access to Gunfight Queen, I need Rope. I'm also fairly limited because I cannot do Mage Training Arena without the proper runes. Missing law runes, for example. I'm missing a couple more too, but for now, let's just say I can't do it. That's pretty much it. I'm missing the entire Sophanem city too, which is not much, but I can access it. So everything in the desert currently very limited, very not accessible. But I do have a couple of cool rolls coming my way. Like this one, Noxious Albert coming from Sandstone, and Falador Teleport, which is better than you think it is. You're like, oh, you're never gonna be able to get those tablets. They said the Falador Teleport is special because you can get it from the quest Daddy's Home. Now, if I can finish that quest, it does require quite a lot of items, but it could be possible at some point to do it. So far in the desert, not terrible rolls. It's getting somewhere. Like I said before, Sophanem completely locked out. Not possible to access it. They said one of the very nice thing about the desert currently is the addition of those skeletons. They are very special because they were added with the Tombs of a Masket raid, and they share a drop table, a very weird drop table. A drop table that they share with the zombies in Tarn's Lair. This was popularized by Settled in the Swampletics series. Actually, is the one that started killing them massively. And that's when we found out, we being the players in the wiki, I guess, that they have like a very weird drop table.
Oh, that would have saved me so much time. That's so unfortunate. So I guess I have to start the Taste of Hope quest before I go down there. That is extremely unfortunate. There is a crate down there with a pestle and mortar, and that would have saved me a lot of time. Instead, I have to camp level 50 zombies, I want to say. Alright, never mind. Turns out zombies level 81 to 100 drop the pestle and mortar, which is quite unfortunate. Those are going to be a bit tougher to kill, and if I know anything about Tarn's Lair on the wiki, it's that it's like 99% of the time incorrect. So, one, I don't know if the drop is actually on this table, and two, I don't know if it's the correct rarity.
So, they added those skeletons in the desert, which is very good for chance mount. The drop table is just so good, so many random items, and this is how I can get the Zarite crossbow unlocked. It's gonna be very hard to get my hands on because you need ACB and you need to go to max. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but Staff of Air, now that's much more possible and very good for me. Thankfully, I already had weapon poison also rolled before, and this is massive. It's gonna allow me to poison all kind of different weapons, and of course, all poison weapons are additional rolls, so very good for that. As an added bonus, the empty cup can be bought. It is used in cooking, which is fairly simple. I need more items to be able to do something with this, but I can still fill the cup with water for a free roll. The desert is very limited. In only a few hours, I have already experienced pretty much everything that I can do. I just need to finish the actual skeletons. It said it reminded me that I can use Wesley and Narda to crush stuff related to herblore, so that's not too bad. I started with the chocolate bar because that's the one I have unlocked. Not many things unlocked, but for now that's pretty good. Most of the time I was trying to melee them and try to flick protect from melee. This way I could keep my HP, and I was also using water skins, not fully filled ones, but like 3 doses that are untradeable. That way it allows me to survive in the desert. One cool thing about the skeletons is that yes, they have a lot of junk rolls, but they also roll games necklace that you can get, untradeable ones. And I was collecting them knowing that I could bring them to the Grand Exchange and combine them for a full 8 charge game necklace. This would give me an additional roll, and it would allow me to use the games necklace if I was to roll it in the future. Considering it's like I crafted one myself. I just combined it using used games necklace. I think it's the only monster in the game that drops already used jewelry that is untradeable. After each trip, I would teleport to Ferox using the last man standing teleport. Then I would walk to Lumbridge south, use the shortcut, then use carpet rides and make my way there. It takes a while, but it's fine. Now Saphiring already rolled, but it's the one I got. I will be able to enchant it to make a recoil, but it also unlocked Bucket of Sand, which is amazing, honestly. It is a quest item. Also, I disconnected, but that's fine, we're back. Got a full prayer potion unlocked. Those are pretty pricey to use. That said, it could become very useful at some point. Orange dye, super cool because it can be bought in Varlamore. Honestly, I just buy it, and the best part is that I can put it on the black cape immediately, which is super good. Now, it has been weird because I keep getting corporal beast item rolls from those skeletons. It's like the game is saying maybe you should try corp. I got the blessed spirit shield and now the Ellie. I mean, I wish I could get an Ellie, but I don't think it's possible. I'm missing a couple items to do that boss, but hopefully in the future we can actually solo it. Coming back from the Fountain of Ruin, it's time to scare a PVMer into disconnecting. Now that this is done, I was very tempted to pick up a Blighted Super Restore 3 dose from a dead player. Rest in peace. But I did stop at the Wilderness Slayer Caves because I was killing demons trying to get maybe like a quick roll. I did in fact get the Black Pickaxe from the target teleport drop, so very good. Black Pickaxe is okay, honestly fairly easy roll to get, and it could be useful because it's better than Steel 1. I successfully sold the marble block, so that's very good. I wanted to buy a black cape, like I said before, put the orange dye on top, is a free roll. Now I only need the orange dye, which I'm gonna buy in the shop because it's not on lock currently. But I do have a couple more stuff to do in Varlamore. I haven't been here in a minute. Elemental Tiara, 'Tiara, 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 ' Amulet of Magic T is completely useless. But Orchid Necklace, now that's a magic amulet. That is very good. Of course, I unlock the Willow Stock, which I can buy in the shop, the dwarf shop. It's not that great, honestly. It could be like a training method in the future, but I don't think I'm gonna make a crossbow at some point with it, except for the roll. For now, it's just a free roll because it's sold in a shop. Now, Baby Dragon Bones is an excellent drop, very cheap prayer method if I want to get some free combat levels and of course prayer levels. For now, I did get the Zamorak Monk Top, which I wanted, which is best in slot prayer item. While I'm here, I'm also going to get the Zamorak Monk Bottom for a Ninja Impling Jar. Just wanted to get the roll. That's all I wanted. Now, sailing was recently, so you know, it's made to be used in a ship. Combat is very tedious, but I have black knives. It's pretty cheap, and it's worth it for me to use them on the bull sharks because they drop a adamant crossbow. So even if it takes thousands of knives, I still think that it is worth it for me to do this grind. Raw Cave Eel is an interesting drop. This said, I don't have access to the Lumbridge caves currently, but eventually it could come in handy because you can cook those. Dragon Keel Bards is used in sailing. Do not ask me what a keel is or what it's used for. I have no idea. That's it. That said, I hope that in the future I discover all of those sighting items. Oh, I just threw a net on a bull shark. Could this be it? No, that's not the drop. I got nothing. Oh, I got gold. So I am losing like a lot of money doing this because I don't have avas, so I'm losing every single knife that I throw, and it takes quite a lot of knives after each kill. This said, I'm getting rolls, and I might get an adamant crossbow, so I think it's worth staying. Since I have mithril boats unlocked, this would be my best in slot. Pretty similar DPS to black knives, but it's gonna use way less ammo, and it's gonna be much more accurate too on tankier monsters. Thankfully, the drop rate is pretty high. It's like 1 in 10. It does take me quite a while to kill the bull sharks, and I'm already down 1500 knives, and sometimes they just give nothing at all, or a dumb shark. This said, I still have a lot of hope, and I should be very close. It's always fun for me to interact with players on their ship. Sailing was fairly recent, and not everyone is on the shores killing bull sharks with knives. He was very intrigued, Mr. Divine. He did subscribe to the channel because he was very curious about my content. Thank you if you're listening, Mr. Divine. I know it took a while for the episode to come out, a couple months. I said, if you're still following, thank you for that. Ooh, Inquisitor's Mace. Decent roll, decent weapon. I hope I can get my hands on it. Would be awesome. And good luck to you, Mr. Divine. If you're like Mr. Divine, you're watching, having a good time, consider just like clicking the subscribe button. That would help, thanks. Moving on with the bull sharks. I am almost out of knives. I will have to buy more in the Grand Exchange, unless I get the adamant crossbow right now. Oh, there it is. It's like I could see in the future, and I also get a fruit blast out of it. It's currently out of reach. I can't make it, this set in the future, it will be a very important recipe for disaster quest item. This set, I do have my new best in slot weapon with Mitchell bolts, which has extra range, just enough range for me to finish this stupid cockatrice slayer task. It should be enough for me to finish this task completely and move on to a better task if I can safe spot them correctly without doing any mistake, which is almost impossible because I am stupid. But one at a time, I should be able to finish this task. Not today, but at some point I will be able to get stuff done. Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Hey Shuk, you put the same clip twice in the video. No, I just did the exact same mistake another time. Because I'm 30 kills later. Was almost done. But no, it wasn't enough. Instead, I decided to just keep on shooting the cockatrice even with lower stats. And I actually got through this task and an Arse Warrior task. Very easy. I can simply just go back to my next task, which is Trolls, where nothing weird will happen except a longbone, but it doesn't get much weirder than that. Wait, never mind, I got another longbone. The best spot to do the Trolls Slayer task is close to Chamber of Xeric, because you can simply start a raid, then leave it, and you will get full HP, full prayer, and it's right next to the place where you actually kill trolls. It's very easy to get there too, because you can use the minecart, so very easily you can get your task. Now, I did get a couple points, so I feel like it's time for me to risk starting to go into the wilderness. Many rolls and good XP there, which is super good. I do have points to skip one task, the magic axes, if I get them. So I will not be able to block myself permanently. So I felt like it was pretty safe. And there's no way like I get the magic axes twice. That would be impossible. So honestly, I felt confident going forward that Crystalia would give me enough points and I would always be okay. After all, if something bad happens, all I have to do is get a lockpick, so it should be pretty good. And honestly, she gave me really good tasks, so I was feeling really good about this. Obviously, when you're doing Slayer in the wilderness, you don't want to be risking crazy gear. The only thing that is I have to be careful about in this setup is the Chanceman gloves and maybe the graceful, but honestly they're not needed at all. I'm not even bringing food because they're low level monsters. I would just bring my defender, my axe, my amulet of strength, and just do my best. Sometimes I wanted to AFK, so I would continue my woodcutting grind, trying to get the bird mess, trying to get levels to access potentially other kind of logs at some point. I did find an elite clue step that I could do, so I would bank it. I don't currently care about clue steps and clues in general, at least above easy clues, but I can at least keep them for now, at least one step that I can do. I wanted to make foresters rations because they are tradable, so it is considered a drop, but to my big surprise, I don't have the cooking level, which is 35, to make the rations, so I'm just gonna have to wait for another time. For now, I don't really have anything to use to grind up, but eventually I'll be able to, like, pretty easily. I'll just think about it and get it. Anchovies is pretty good because they go on pizza. Could eventually be an extra roll, but currently not much use. I was also always trying to do events, for the simple reason that now I can actually participate, get a bit of XP. I think it's worth it. It gives me a couple of total levels and maybe access to other equipment and or trees later. So it could be future roles, but I'm just trying to AFK something for the moment. I'm not thinking too hard about what I need. But I do have access to the woodcutting guild currently and yew trees, obviously. Easy roll from both yew logs and yew leaves. That's pretty good. But I'm not getting any luck from those rolls. I did trek all the way to Relica to get myself a roll from the tree, but no luck still. Whenever I get bird nest, I open them, hopefully getting a roll. Felling axe handle is very good because while it is pricey to get, if I can get my hands on a felling axe handle, I can put it on every single axe, and all of those axes are tradable, so they could be future rolls, but it would cost something like 15 million coins to get those rolls. But I do feel like at some point late game it's gonna be worth it to pay for all of these, but I require some kind of logs, specific logs, to buy the axe handle. This said, I don't always woodcut. Sometimes I'm also at the gemstone crab, either using the crossbow to train the range a bit more. Eventually I'll be bossing. I know that I will require more ranged, or I'm simply meleeing with the strength pot I acquired recently. Very, very good XP. I'm just doing my best. I'm also trying to get some more range level so that I can equip the mixed tide cape, which looks amazing, first of all, and also it is my best in slot range and melee. I was gonna say stramp. It is best in slot stramp for me because I don't have a fire cape. I'm waiting. Honestly, I'm not gonna have any problem with jab, but my range gear is so bad that I think it's gonna take forever, and I'd rather not take forever currently. I'd rather keep training and save some time on that fire cape. By the way, combat pushing 2 is great. I just have no way to get up. Now, you might have noticed the Christmas event. Believe it or not, it is Christmas. If you are seeing this, type Merry Christmas in the comments. Thank you. Now, since it is Christmas, we are getting gifts. And those gifts are tradable. They are party hats, they are Christmas crackers. All I have to do is finish this main event, and very simply I'll be able to get myself a reward and rolls for Christmas. Thank God. Let's get through those together. Gold ore is decent. That's pretty much all they use to make gold bars, but you know, that's a start. That's pretty good. What looks like a machete, decent. That's a unfinished pot, not useful without herblore. Now, Saradomin range top is very good. I already have the coif unlocked. That means at some point I might be able to, you know, get some arcus done and get a full Saradomin set. That would look awesome. Blackbird red is cool. It is viable in Barlamore. It's not bad. Yellowfin is a sailing item. I don't know what it is, and it's a jade machete, so not as good as a normal one. It's gonna be hard to get my hands on it, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now, one cool thing that I get this Christmas is the jade sweater, which looks absolutely amazing. It is now my best in slot body. It looks fantastic. This said, I am not really satisfied, I won't lie, because there's a singular item that I wanted this Christmas. I personally asked Santa for good luck for it to be unlocked, like automatically or naturally, but seeing that it does not happen just breaks my heart. And honestly, I'm sure that you understand that the purple party hat needs to be unlocked ASAP. Even if it gets me like called a cheater, I need the purple party hat. I need to rock that at all time. What makes it so special is that it is always best in slot for RNG. I won't really have to like worry about other helmets and other gear slot for the head slot. So, I'm perfectly fine with this role getting added to my account. I don't think it's such a big deal. This sub, it is technically cheating. This said, I don't care. I need the purple party hats. This brings me to the fur that I unlocked. It turns out there are two different kind of fur. One that drops from bears, and the other one from werewolves. Now I thought I could get the roll from this, but it's not the one that's sold in Varrock. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Also, I bought the Blackbird Red, which gave me mushroom and onion, and I thought that would drop from Ankus, but it's actually fried mushroom, which you combine with fried onion. That makes mushroom and onion. The fried mushrooms are dropped by Ankus, so there's no way for me to naturally get this drop from a monster. I have to cook it myself. So I guess this counts as a cooking item for later. But for now, nothing I can do with that. So I'm just gonna move on and train some more Hunter. Hunter is gonna be big later on. I could unlock more stuff so that I can get unstuck in the Hunter Boomers. But I also have the quest Eagle Peak done in the previous episode, which means that technically I can go catch chins. This includes red chins and of course black chins in the wilderness. Very good XP. I can get myself high level and get access to implings, which would be amazing. Big table, big rolls, everything that Chanceman account wants. So I'm just gonna power level on Dark Kibitz, got myself 60 Hunter, and whenever I see an impling, I just run at them outside of the enclosure. They said it is possible for me to maybe get unstuck on Hunter Boomers, but it could be tough to get one that I can do, because currently I can do chins, of course, stuff that go into a box, and stuff that I can catch with my hands, like butterfly, for example. But I don't have pitfall and deadfall. I mean, pit trap and deadfall. So it's pretty hard for me to find a good task. And I just got Firefox, which I cannot do. So if I grind more levels and I get the levels for expert hunter, eventually I'll be able to reroll. So maybe those rerolls could be good. I also went to buy the bagged flour, which is an easy drop that is accessible. And I got a normal gen for a very standard Zolro scale roll. Potentially pretty good. Finally, I decided to up a couple world just to test my luck and catch some implings, see if I could get like an easy roll, accessible roll. And I didn't want to spend like hours here, but it is fairly easy to find some low level implings. And I decided to just hop a couple worlds, see what I could get. Yui Quaddle, Hide Vambraces are pretty good. They are fairly good and fairly easy to get if I can get the hides to craft them from Yui. I wish Honestly, if I can get those, I will definitely get those gloves. Obviously, I'm not always lucky. Villager robe, for example, is not great. I think it's a buyable eventually with trading stick, like the shop in Karamja, but it's not very accessible. I think it is quest locked too. So currently, not too much I can do with that. But I was finding some very good implings around. I was trying to hop world, not spend too much time. As I said, I don't have a net to catch implings, so it's not as efficient as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't so bad. Black plate legs is good. They are buyable in shops. If I didn't get them before, pretty decent roll. All things considered, I was dropping extra stuff because I was getting pretty loaded. I'm like running around the map too, but I kept everything that was noted of, even if it was low value. I was just like, I can stack it in the bank. Maybe it's gonna be worth something later on. So for now, that's pretty good. Skewer would be good. This said it's a recipe for disaster item. If I can make progress in that quest, eventually it will be a reroll, it will be a buyable item. But for now, it is completely locked out. Can't do anything with it. Tribal Mask is interesting because it uses nails to make into a shield. A shield which is very good. It's a big prayer bonus, and it's fairly usable with all styles. So it would pretty much be best installed for range currently, but I don't have the snake hides to make the shield. But eventually, if I can make it, it would be a very good prayer item. As a helm itself, it is not good. Now, my setup for both range and melee is pretty good. I don't know which one is better on the tribesmen and women, but they have some interesting drops. Now that I have access to anti-poison, it's fairly easy for me to just kill a couple. I get the rolls very quickly. I did get a couple of hard clue items, so eventually it could be like pretty good. Currently, I'm not opening any art clue because it's too hard, but it could be something in the future. Now, Dragonstone Amulet without string could be made at some point. Currently, not really, but it's okay, I guess. Pastry dough is pretty good. Honestly, I require pie shell to start making pies, and then it could be pretty good. Now, I did unlock green mask earlier. I wanted the up worlds to get myself like a couple rolls, and like I found out that like those brutal victims were still there. I decided to try my luck on maybe trying to killing them. I know that you can inflict poison on them, but otherwise melee weapons don't really deal damage, so I would try my best to just try to kill them, but it wasn't the best. They also hit me like really hard, even with Protect from Magic up, and I didn't bring Prayer Potion or anything like that. But thankfully I got the kill, which is alright, and they gave me an alcohol which you can buy in Varlamore. Now, I did see the white one, the white tribal man. Usually when you bring food, you can feed the man with the food, and it hurts them a lot. But I completely ran out of everything, so I had to like try and flick. They said a green one spawned on top, or the other one despawned. Actually, never mind. So I had to fight the second one, but now there was two of them. So I was just constantly like restarting the fight because they were just stacked one on top of the other. So I was very low HP, very low prayer, and I tried my best to get the kill. Thankfully, I'm a god at PVM and flicking, so I actually got it. Okay, I'm actually I'm okay. Like I survived, but like barely. I'm not that good. But yeah, thankfully I hit hard enough to kill it, and I escaped as soon as possible right after. I did not roll that sight. What I got actually is the ruby bracelet, and when I got the alcohol in Baltimore, I actually received Gothics Rest, which is not currently usable, sadly. But I did get more supplies from the Grand Exchange, so now we're gonna on some more rolls. Because honestly, I'm still in the exploration phase of this account. Like I really just need to just go bounce around everywhere and get myself some better drops. Camel bottoms in chat, which means we're adding space and typing that. Let everyone know that I can't see their drop. Received the battle staff roll, which is super good. Honestly, it's not a great roll, but it's great for crafting at some points. I can get the orbs, but it's super useful because it's a very good value drop. It's usually dropped by bosses or cash, which is great because that's the point of the series. Get cash. I'm not complaining. It's a great drop. Never mind. Now, first Dragon Impling spotted. Sadly, I don't have the level for it. This is something I will work on because I think that if I see another Dragon Impling I don't have the level for, it's gonna break my heart, man. So I was training on red chins. Eventually made my way to the wilderness. I felt like maybe I could try wilderness bosses. I felt like I was strong enough and I had like a crush weapon, so obviously Vetion was accessible. Calvarion is more accessible, but it requires Wilderness Diary completion since the Jagex change, so not very easy. So I was just hitting Vetion, hoping to finish my kill. He said he was hitting hard on me, more than I thought. He said it's a 0 damage boss, so if I lock in, I can get the kill and get my rewards. Almost a guaranteed roll right there because I have nothing on this drop table, so I was really hyped up for that. I just have low accuracy, man. Like it takes forever. 12 HP to go. Yeah, I did not get the kill. That was so painful. I did not go again, but I did get more supplies. I have a very hard time buying Varlamorian kebab on the Grand Exchange. I'm willing to pay more, but people are not selling them because there's only one shop. They don't drop on PVM, so it takes a while, but it's worth it. It's cheap food, it heals a lot. It's pretty decent overall. So I just put an order for kebabs and just wait. So I decided to do more Slayer instead. This I get training and it's pretty good. I am missing like quite a few rolls from like lesser demons and stuff. Only drop in the wilderness, so this is why I decided to focus mainly on Wilderness Slayer. I think it's much better than like normal Slayer. I was looking around the Slayer cave, like looking for what am I missing exactly, what could I kill to maybe get myself a few easy roll. And I thought about the zombie right next to Ferox Enclave actually, which drops dark fishing bait, which is like 1 in 3. So very easy to get, which I'm gonna get right now. And in the wilderness Slayer cave, a few monsters, but nothing major that I'm missing. Usually you find those monsters outside of the wilderness too, and I've killed them, or I don't have the level for them. So I keep sending cheap trips using pretty much nothing at all. everywhere in the wilderness, try and get myself some extra rolls. This is where I came to the zombie pirates, even if they have lower drop rates, because I don't have the diaries. I think it's still worth it and it's still profitable. Like I just found battle staves, which is super good, and soak pages also very good, because at some point I'll probably be able to do Temporos. Very accessible boss. You don't always have a net. I don't have a net to get the Temporos rewards, but eventually if I do, I'll be able to do Temporos easily. And soak page are very valuable. Now PK just came in, but he's level 106, and you cannot attack me in this zone because the max is 105. Moonlight Fur has no use, sadly, so this is fine. Ooh, that was almost T-bow. I'm mostly fighting with bots over drops. That's mostly fine. Dude, I for sure thought that I was getting attacked. Now I'm getting attacked. It's okay, just pray, keep an item on death and hope for the best. I lost everything except 3 battle staves. It's pretty good. Honestly, I don't care about my adamant mace that I lost. It's fairly easy and cheap for me to get all my stuff back and send it right back in the wilderness if needed. I can just buy 20 maces and 20 Amulet of Strength for under 100k. That's it, that's my setup. My Dragon Defender is always protected on death, so doesn't matter. Ooh, Dragon Dagger for Silver Dust, which is not great, but hey, it is technically a quest item. I have seen much worse items, so I won't complain too much. Now, that's kind of a shame. Sometimes when you die, you protect items you didn't roll, like this Dragon Dagger, which is good. Like, it's platinum, and that's fine, but it's not really useful to me. But hey man, that's just how the game is. I'm gonna take a moment to go kill Lava Dragon with the crossbow, even if it takes like a while, because guaranteed 3 rolls, the Black DI, which I still don't have, the Lava Dragon Bones, and the Lava Shard, something like that. So it's pretty good. Lava Scale, that's the exact name. But yeah, and maybe like another drop could be pretty good. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. I DPS calced it. I said it would take like 8 minutes. I'm on pace. It's been 4 minutes now, and I'm halfway there. Keep in mind that they have really strong regen, so it's not the best. Necklace of Fate, decent if I could get multiple of them, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Ancient Hilt is very bad. There's no way to get that. Split Bark Legs, it's fair, I guess. I don't think I'll use it ever. It was worth the time investment, even if it took like 8 minutes for 3 rolls. I think it's very good. I am now in the Black Knight Fortress, trying to finish some rolls. I am currently on a free-to-play world, so that the rolls are much easier to get, because otherwise I don't have much use for the gold chef hat, by the way. Just trying to wrap around a couple grinds. This includes getting my first Mossy Key and destroying Bryophyta for combat achievements and drops. I just unlocked Blowpipe. That's amazing. If I get the rewards, I have Solar Scales and Blowpipe, which means that's pretty much best in slot for the entire game, except like tanky bosses. This is amazing as a drop. since I already have Zoro skills, odds of me not getting any drops at all ever, pretty low, honestly. Sorry for spamming the clan chat. I'm doing my best. Now, of course, after all this, I can claim a couple of achievements, the easy tier. It's a bit dumb. I did this after grinding the entire defender. That said, it's never too late. Never too late, and that lamp is going directly into Slayer. Obviously, all the other skills are fine to me, I think. But the Slayer level is going to be the slowest by far. I've thought about going for a few more prayer level for pretty cheap because I got baby dragon bones. So they aren't cheap bones, but they are very quick. This would allow me to get, first of all, Eagle Eye, but mostly more prayer level. And I'm also going to put Eagle Eye where Rigor was, because I'm so used to using Eagle Eye. I actually replaced Rigor with Eagle Eye when I got it on my Iron Man, because it took 3 years before I got Rigor. Eagle Eye is going back in the corner. This also gets me Mystic Might, thankfully. Then, that is combat level 95. Honestly, a very good session of using bones on the altar. I didn't really lose any. I often got lifts back to Barracks. I mean Lumbridge, but I can teleport like in a second. Honestly, it was pretty good. Pretty easy. 48 prayer, 50 prayer. Oh, gonna log out because that seems dangerous. I won't risk it. 52 prayer. That's where I stopped because I needed to train some more Hunter, but it was just a quick amount of levels. Just this, from 43 to 52. That's pretty good. It gives me a total level of 900, and I'm now training Slayer as high as I can because I want to eventually get my way to Dragon and Plains. They have many drops, and I think that Dragon and Plains cannot really be forced. They are pretty passive, so getting the levels early on the account could help me a lot long term. 66 Hunter, 67 Hunter. Sorry. Oh my god, fishing bait. I already have a fishing rod, so this is big. This is fishing on luck. Basically, like, no problem, I can train fishing whenever I want. It has so many uses. This is so big. I also have 68 Hunter. For good measure, I'm gonna buy 15,000 fishing bait. So I'm gonna need a lot. I think I can get like 3 or 4 rolls from this fishing spot and the one in Lumbridge, the river. The salmon is also caught with this. It's not salmon, but it's like the other fish. Because I cannot do fly fishing, but still fishing bait is big. And also I will be able to do barbarian fishing, which is basically the best method to fish. So that's great. That's amazing. 21 fishing. 25 fishing. Now we can move to the river in Lumbridge, get our rolls. Not a super good roll. That could have been cheese. Love cheese. Would have been super good. It's a quest item. Gourmet plane. Caught. Give me a pineapple punch. It's not great, but it's gonna be fine. I'm also looking at the tracker while fishing, and I just found out I could catch all of this. Big jump to 34 fishing, 35 fishing, while looking at the magpie impling that I cannot catch. I'm just going to drop everything and keep fishing. I'm going to go and claim my free roll because I can now access temporals and get myself a harpoon. Of course, I cannot currently catch anything, but I can almost roll a shadow with a harpoon. 37 fishing. I recently found out using the tracker that I wasn't using the weapon poison correctly, and I still had ammunition on which I could apply all this poison. Now that is 6 free rolls that I can get, including silver bolts, which I cannot currently buy on the Grand Exchange. No one is selling them. Those rolls are absolutely amazing so far. Kingworm gives me access to aerial fishing, and dragon boots are simply just looking fantastic. They are red, and I love red. As for this super anti-fire one does, it's useless to me. The good news is that my silver bolts bought overnight. Took a while, but still, let's get one more roll. Crystal Tool Seal is technically very good. It is just impossible to get, as it is locked behind Salcano and Song of the Elves. Just like this Arcane Spirit Shield, it's probably not possible to get. I mean, currently, I was about to drop the sandworms, but they're actually quite pricey. I'm gonna keep them and switch them into platinum later. And like I said, the Kingworm is actually a free roll, a free reroll actually. But I'm actually gonna be able to use the Kingworms later when I get a higher fishing level and do aerial fishing with them, just to get, the basic rolls. I'm not gonna farm pearls and stuff like that. I don't think it's worth it, but still. Super Strength 2 is amazing. It's possible to get that from Rex, I suppose. And once I do that, I'll be able to get more rolls. Mystic is always good. It's not like excellent, but it's fine. This is the light version, so it's gonna be a bit harder for me to get my hands on it, but it should be possible. The tracker, honestly, I learned something. The tracker told me there's a role here in the mage training arena. It's a book of instructions, and somehow it is tradable. This item is tradable on the Grand Exchange and stuff. Gave me a death tiara, but honestly, I'm just impressed that after all these years, I'm learning about items like this. 40 fishing. Now, this is just a wholesome moment that I wanted to share. Trioyo was mining, XC was grinding Teperos, but pretty much everyone was just having a good time, chatting. Emily was also here, and literally, I was feeling pretty cool because people were saying that they started the series, and that it was very nice. And Trioyo, of course, my humble king, always in either the clan chat or the comments, saying, "Hey, you're the best. It's awesome. Keep going." He's so amazing. But everyone in the clan is honestly, it's one of the best community I've been in, and I've been in multiple, I guess. Enough yapping. That's 48 fishing. This means that I have learned more of barbarian ways. Apparently, I can fish tuna with my hands. This is amazing. 50 fishing. This is also a very funny interaction in the clan, where everyone is laughing at the random fish saying, "Please let me finish this kill. I'm a snowflake account," and then he immediately get PK'd. He tried to beg and get out. That was funny. Anyway, 55 fishing? Never mind, 56 fishing. Which brings me back here on Mulk Island, where I can do aerial fishing, get myself a fast roll, very fast humble roll, and whenever I train more fishing, I'll be able to get back here, get more rolls, because I'm still missing one. Not too impressed so far. I mean, the cape is good because it's a reroll, but the brimstone boots are pretty mid, as they are made using boots of stone. So I feel like I'd rather get boots of stone directly. That would be much better. And this reroll into ancient tab is terrible. But this Dragonstone Bolt's E is absolutely amazing, because okay, I don't have a rune crossbow at least to fire the bolt, but I have the bolt itself because it is available in LMS. So it is absolutely amazing. If I can get my hands on a crossbow that is rune or better, this is gonna be my best in slot bolt for sure, guaranteed. I don't think I can get better than this, except maybe blood bolts, but we're gonna have to see. But by that I mean ruby bolts. But oh, a spade roll? Hell, that's also almost perfect.